Hey guys, this is Kimise, and I'm here for another episode of KimiseCraft. And you're thinking, it's dark. You got bats flying around. And that's because I found this really cool, fortress. Yeah, let me show it to you guys. So, I was out running around. Still haven't explored hardly any of this thing. But I was out looking for a warm ocean biome because, you know, we need fish, right? We need fish, and I was like just up here, right? And I saw, hey, what's that down there? Is somebody making an underwater base? This looks pretty cool. And you know what it is? It's an underwater fortress. I had no idea it was here, guys. So let's oops. Yes. Oh! Let's go ahead and do some fortress exploring. Now I haven't explored a whole lot yet. In fact, the only torches are the ones that are already in here. So I'm just going to go ahead and we're just going to risk it. I've got my breastplate on. We are ready to take on some mobs. Let's see what we can find in here. Let's see if there's any treasures in here that might be worth it. Ooh, an ender pearl. Okay, nice. Okay, guys, there's a library like right over here. So let's see if we can't find the way into the library. Here we go, library, guys. I love libraries. In fact, let's just go ahead and get ourselves some bookcases while we're here. Hey look guys, I found a dungeon that has an enchanted golden apple. Very cool. And here is the portal room, guys, and no eyes at under, so not a very lucky portal to wander into. You'd have to like fill it all out. Hey guys, it's Kimise. I'm back, and my search for tropical fish has finally found me a warm ocean biome. Boy, I had to go 12,000 blocks away from spawn to find this, but I am here. I'm finally here, and it is fantastic. Check it out. Well, I just got here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a moment and give it a chance, give the tropical fish a chance to start spawning up. It usually takes a few moments when you get in here, because you got to remember that, you know, this is brand new loaded stuff. Also, I think what I'm going to do is I might take a chance to get some coral, because I don't think I've gathered coral at all this season, and it'd be great to have some of these blocks for a possible build. Okay guys, so I'm going to go ahead and grab a whole bunch of fish, because we need fish for our koi pond. Hey guys, it's Kimise. I gathered some stuff, and let me show you what I found. So first off, for this shop, we're going to need a Heart of a Sea and a Nautilus shell. We're going to talk about that in a minute. I went ahead and grabbed some prismarine for this, as well as check this out. When I was out swimming, I gathered a whole bunch of coral. Yeah, so this is going to be really, really cool. Lots of different fans and shapes. Gosh, you know, it's kind of funny how many there are of all these things. And I barely touched on it, but boy, that was just such a far way to go. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a small shop. I don't think there's a lot of demand for coral in the shop, but I think we should have a little coral shop or a little fishy shop here. And so I want to do something cool and different with this particular shop. So what are we going to do? Well, first off, one of the things we're going to be doing, guys, is we are going to go ahead and make this shop an underwater shop. But it's all right here. So basically, this shop is all going to be flooded with water as well as here. Now, to make a water shop work really, really well, one of the things you want to go ahead and, I think one of the things that's really great to do is to go ahead and to make a conduit. Now, if you've never made a conduit before, you need a Heart of the Sea and you need 8 Nautilus shells. Boom, you get a conduit just like that. Now conduits, okay, you gotta be careful about placing conduits, because the way you want to do it is you want to make a cage for your conduit. Okay, so what do I mean by that? Okay, to get the most power out of your conduit. So basically what we want is we want our conduit like right here in the center, but like a block away from all of these other blocks. Okay, so if I was building a conduit, I'd make all these 3 high like this. Well, I am setting up a conduit, okay, and I'd have them like this. Now to get a full power conduit, okay, I would also go ahead and cage my conduit in like this. Pretty cool, right? Okay. Now, actually, I messed up. Okay, sorry. I have to go up one more with these right here, because we want to make sure that there is a space between the conduit and each one of the different things, because the conduit floats. So we need to make sure we have, yes, there we go. That's what we need. Okay. So what we're going to do here is we're setting this place up so that this is should be okay, because we got spacer, yeah, spacers. Just checking out. It just looks kind of weird because like I got the bottom part there in the ground. Now what we're going to do is we're going to surround this all like this, and we are going to go ahead and set our conduit up here in the center. But before we can do that final piece of the shell, what we're going to do is we are going to glass this all out. So it's going to be like a modern building. We're going to fill it up with water. Okay, so let me go ahead and get that stuff, and I'll be back in a second. Okay guys, we're back, and I've done a little bit of preparation here. See, what I did is I went ahead and I have that all ready to go. I went ahead and dug down a little bit so you can see the full conduit frame, which will all be down here. Now we have to fill this entire thing with water for the conduit to work, as well as this shop. I went ahead and framed out the basic shop. We're using some prismarine bricks and some prismarine to give us some variety. Also, since I figured it'd be like under, you know, it's going to be an underwater shop, I think the sand will work really, really well for that. Notice I went ahead and put sand in here around there. I went ahead and left the cobble for the outline, because that's just the way I like to build. That's my foundation. You always have some cobble down on you have some cobble on your foundation, so it drains well and it looks good. Okay, so what are we going to do with this? Well, here's my idea, is we're going to use some of the coral blocks to go ahead and build out the actual frame of the store. The problem is, okay, I don't know if you've ever messed with coral, is if I put the block, okay, let's go ahead and take one. Let's take one of these yellow ones, right? Okay. The problem is, if I put a block down without water, guess what? There you go. It eventually turns into dead coral, okay? So what I have to do is I have to somehow get all my blocks in so then I can add the water, right? Okay? And then I can go ahead and add the coral in after I get the water there. Because coral only needs to be touching, well, the coral just needs to be touching water on at least one side for it to stay its really bright and vibrant colors. So what I need to do is I'm going to go ahead and use some temporary blocks to kind of go ahead and give me my frame out for my shop. And then I'm going to go ahead and add the water. And what that'll do is that'll allow me to go ahead and then replace those temporary blocks with, guess what? Yep, it'll allow me to put the coral in there instead, and then the coral will be perfectly fine and it won't change gray. So I'm going to go ahead and do some prep. I'm going to get this all ready to go so that we can go ahead and get this shop moving. Okay guys, we are back. So I did a little bit more prep. So I'm using dirt as a placeholder block. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and use the dirt to placehold what we need. Now this is all going to be filled with water in here, so we still have quite a few things to do. Now what I went ahead and did is I went ahead and used these trap doors just to make a quick entrance. So I went ahead and laid them out, 3 there and 1 there. So you step up, you're still low enough to walk right through the door. I also went ahead and put a welcome sign right there, and this is all going to keep the water inside. So using some ice, because ice makes things so much easier, right? We're going to go ahead and start filling this up with water. Super, super simple. I keep forgetting that's why I made the ice farm to begin with. Okay, and then before you know it, we should have a fairly well set up. Yeah, there you go. Looking pretty good. Now at the same time, we've also got to go ahead and get this place set. Okay, so let's go ahead and get all this water in there. Give me just a moment, and once I'm done with all the water, I will be right back. Okay guys, check it out. So after just a little bit, we went ahead and got all of the water filled in, and so we are ready to start putting a few touches onto this place now that we've got this taken care of. Okay, so first thing we want to do is, you notice I've got my breathing apparatus going, so I want to go ahead and change that. So this is where our conduit comes in. So remember, a conduit, what we're going to do is we want to place the conduit so it's dead center in here. So how we do that is we go ahead and we're going to just place any block. We're going to put on a prismarine, and then we're going to put the conduit right there in the center. Now, if we did this right, okay, and by taking that away, it activates the conduit. Check it out. Now, this is pretty cool conduit. So you see you have the heart of the sea in the center, and then outside you have all the little shell things that we did to create it. Now notice you see all these little eyes coming in. Now this is not a fully powered conduit. In fact, let's see if it shows us. No, it just tells us that our conduit power is working. So it works like a beacon. It just keeps resetting over and over. And so what does conduit power give you? Well, it gives you full night vision underwater, so you can see everything you're looking at. Look at how bright everything turned out to be when we turned that on. Plus full water breathing. Notice I'm not losing any air bubbles as well. So this is advantage. This is a great advantage. Now, to make this full power, what we have to do is we have to go ahead and complete the framework around the conduit. Okay, so a framework consists of a full cage going all the way around the conduit, not just once, twice, but 3 different directions. And you'll notice once you add those extra blocks in, check out the middle of the conduit. See how it has a big eye there? This is a full power conduit. So it's still going to do the same timer. It's going to keep resetting a 12-second timer. But what this does, this actually goes for quite a bit of distance. Okay, so this is really, really cool, and this is what's going to make this shop fun to work in and fun to sell in. You can come in here and mess around. We're going to leave that open because I'm not sure how many people use it, and then we're going to come out here and it's dark. But this conduit power, I believe it'll reach quite a way. So for instance, if we're down in here, guess what? We can do tons of underwater stuff here, and I believe, let's see here. Yep, conduit power reaches quite a distance. I believe we'll be able to, if we wanted to, we could do work in the entire bay and never have to come up for water. Very neat, isn't that? That's so cool. So this is the advantage of a conduit, and this is very cool that we have one here at the base. So notice now I've got the conduit power up there in the right hand corner, and if I'm close enough to one of my beacons, which I should be, yep, there we go. There's my mining power as well, or my haste. So I'm going to go ahead and take a nap, guys, and then we're going to go ahead and move on to the next stage of the shop. Okay, guys, I am back now, and what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of this ugly dirt, and we're going to, whoa, that is not a friendly character. Let's get rid of this guy, especially after all the work we've done in the shop. There we go. You know, I'm going to need to start lighting up this back area back here. That guy just kind of appeared out of nowhere. Whew! Glad I saw him. Okay, anyways, back to what we were doing. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and do blue coral all the way around. Now, these corner spots, they weren't touching any of the water inside, so I went ahead and put a water source underneath them. And as long as these are touching a water source, they are going to stay this vibrant color. Okay, so that's the secret of using coral, or trying to use the coral blocks on land. And we're going to go ahead and ring it with some blue all the way around. Okay. Whoops. A little water coming out. It's not going to hurt anything. Okay. And this is going to get rid of this ugly dirt, and it's going to help theme out the store for all of our visitors. Super, super simple to do. So we're going to use blue on the bottom. Okay, and yeah, and just so you know, coral is going to be expensive because I don't know if I'm going to be getting back out there to fish this. But I mean, if people buy it, I'll restock it, so that won't be a problem. Here we go. Just do a little bit more of this, a little bit more of that. and a little bit more of that. So we've got the whole bottom row done. Okay, so that leaves us 61 coral left. So we needed a little bit more than a stack. Okay, so I think, let's see, should we use a brain coral, the fire coral, or the coral horn? So we'll go with the blue. That's kind of okay. The red, I think, would be okay too. Yeah, let's use the fire coral. Okay, what's the best way to do this? Okay, I think the best way to do this would be the same way I was doing it earlier. So, okay, so we have ourselves some fire coral. So let's go ahead and do it like this. There we go. That looks pretty nice. Texture on these coral blocks is pretty awesome, I think. You know, it's just in this season of the server. See, last server we had a warm ocean biome, like right next to where most of our builds were, so it was really easy to get different coral and stuff, and it was really awesome to build with too, because we did a few different underwater things. Like we did the big underwater lake. That was a lot of fun, and such. Now this time I haven't done a whole lot of underwater building. I've focused a lot on building a city. That was my main theme, is I wanted to build a big village, you know, where I had tons of villagers. And you know, it's taken most of the season, but I think it's turned out really nice now. So I'm pretty excited about what the end results were. Now, but which means I haven't really messed around with a bunch of the ocean stuff, and so I want to go ahead and add some of these concepts back in. Boy, we've got cats all over the place, which is good. The cats are good. So let's go ahead and throw that in there. And so there we go. We have our basic thing. Now we still need to go ahead and I still want to get a roof on this thing. I think we might use some wood. I think wood will be fine. I don't want to use any of my coral blocks for the wood because, oh, I guess I didn't finish. Okay, let's go ahead and grab that really quick. So let me go ahead and finish building this up, and then we'll go ahead and decide what we're going to sell and how much we're going to sell it for, guys. This is Kimise. I'll be back in just a minute. Freaking kidding me. Okay guys, so wow, that happened, didn't it? Let's go ahead and climb back up there, and let's show you the new shop, because I think this thing turned out absolutely phenomenal. I mean, I could probably still do some more details, but check it out. You walk up to it and you see the fish and everything. Oh yeah, this is so cool. And we went ahead and decorated. We got some seagrass and we got some coral fans and stuff in there. And then you've got the main coral in here. And then it's called the Coral Me Please and Fish. I like it. Anyways, that's my thing. So welcome. So we go in and boom, we are now in the water. And check it out. So we have all these tropical fish floating around. We have our conduit in here. You know, I should find a few conduits and sell some conduits in here too. That'd be pretty cool. We have some examples of coral all the way up and around here, and you can go swim around it too and check it out. We've got fans, we've got all the merchandise up here to check out, plus the fish. I'm sure we'll see more fish floating up and around here too, but yeah, they're like scattered all over the place. Like, yeah, there's a whole bunch of them hiding over here, you know, and some over there, and they love that area over there. Well, anyways, we're going to go ahead and take a moment and let's go ahead and take that out. Okay, and we're going to price these. So we're going to go 1 diamond per stack of coral, because this is hard to get. Okay. Okay. And we'll do this 1 diamond per stack of fans. Done. Easy, right? Easy, 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 easy. Now, actually, we need to do one more thing. Yeah. Okay, we need to do one more thing, because if people are going to come in here and buy fish, they need to buy buckets, right? And they also need to know how much it's going to cost them. So let's go down here real quick. That should be a good start. Okay. Now let's get back up to the shop real quick. Let's just go up this way this time. I'll tell you what, I love all the pathways. It really immerses you into the world. Okay, so we'll take all of that, and what we're going to do is, we're going to put all the buckets in here. And actually, we're going to go ahead and put these over here. Notice I got puffer fish in there, so if somebody wants to be pranky, they can order some puffer fish. So let's just go ahead and take our sign. Okay, so 1 diamond per stack of coral, 1 diamond per stack of fans, which will apply towards all those. But you know what? Let's go ahead and move this coral here, right? And let's put it there instead, because we want to have a sign here. Okay. Okay. Puffer fish, 2 diamonds. Tropical. You know what? This stuff took me a long time to get, so this stuff's going to be worth a little bit more. We're going to say 5 diamonds. Tropical fish, 5 diamonds. Okay, and so basically they come in here, they grab a bucket, they go grab whichever tropical fish they want. Man, this turned out absolutely, I think, stunning. I mean, we still need to detail the outside. In fact, we should go ahead and put some lanterns up, because we definitely don't want this place to be unlit around it. Yeah, exactly. You know, there was a creeper that appeared from back here, so it's really important that we go ahead and take some time to light up this area. Okay, especially on a build like this that took time to put together and do. Now also the roof, I kind of went like, I did a whole bunch of colors of the roof to represent, you know, driftwood or wood that's all been like dried out to different shapes and colors and stuff. I don't know, I think I kind of like it. It's a little bit different. But there you go, guys. That is my new coral shop. What do you think of it? Next time, we are going to be hopping in and getting a new house added to the area. But I just want to say thanks, everybody, for watching. And unfortunately, that's all I got time for today. But if you like this episode, please click that like button. I do appreciate it. It really helps out the channel. It really helps out me as a content creator, and it's awesome. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't hit subscribe. And you know what? This deserves a special snapshot. There we go. That's looking great. Okay, guys. Thank you very much. Hope you guys have a great day. This is Kimise. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Also, don't forget to catch me on Twitch for live streams. Schedules on Twitch, Kimise Gaming. Have a great day. Bye-bye.